What is going on, guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. My name is Hostility and welcome your faces to the $5,000 Overkill gaming slash workstation PC. Now, the reason I say gaming slash workstation PC is that no one in their whole lifetime should be spending $5,000 of their own money for a gaming rig, alright? Usually, you know, all those big streamers and stuff, yeah, they have really expensive PCs, but they get sponsored. So if you're spending $5,000 on a gaming PC, I think that's a bit too overkill. The most I'd spend is around $3,000. So if you want to check out my $3,000 gaming build, it's on my channel somewhere. If I link it on, it should be linked on the screen somewhere if I remember. But yeah, this is an absolute beast. We'll be able to handle gaming, 4K, 60 FPS, no problem. Multi-monitors, everything will be able to hammer all these games at ultra, and just, you know, you'd be just the gaming experience would be so great. Like, I'm lost for words at how to describe this thing. We'll also be able to hammer those workstation tasks, video editing, photo editing, 3D work, stuff like that. This thing would just absolutely pummel. And you know, even there's people with more and more expensive rigs, and you know, this thing is just the utmost beast. So this is as far as I'm gonna go, $5,000. Let's get it started. And before I do, I just want to let you know, guys, that the gameplay in the background is some Battlefield 4 clips that I got this morning, so hopefully you guys do enjoy that in the background. And kicking it off with the processor, we are using the Intel Core i7 5930K 3.5 GHz 6-core processor, and I could have gone with the 5960X, but it was just way too expensive, and you don't really need all those 8 cores, but 6 cores is plenty for gaming and workstation. It's the perfect balance because not very many games use 8 cores. I mean, if you are doing a pure workstation build, definitely step up to the 5960X and then probably get rid of a graphics card. But yeah, there you go. Perfect balance between workstation and gaming processor. This processor is just absolutely, you know, one of the things that you never really see in everyday builds. So with the CPU cooler, and just by the way, if you're on a $5,000 budget, you should definitely be doing a custom water cooling loop, but I really don't want to go through all the parts for that, and I'm not very experienced in water cooling, so we're just going to go with the Corsair H110i GT liquid CPU cooler. Now, this is a bit different from the H100i GTX, as this has the 280mm radiator, so this will give you a bit better cooling, and especially since that 5930K is going to be running pretty hot, we need a decent CPU cooler. And also, it has just, you know, Corsair makes great closed loop coolers, so you definitely won't go wrong there. For the motherboard, the Asus RAMPAGE V Extreme EATX LGA 2011-3 motherboard, and you guys know I love ROG boards and I love Asus boards, and this board is killer. It's $500 for a gaming board, and I mean, this thing just has so many great features that optimize your gaming performance, as usually I do cover gaming builds, but obviously, you know, this build can be used for workstation stuff, but this build, I mean, this motherboard has so many features that you probably won't even use half of them, but nevertheless, a great reliable board with many perks for your gaming experience. Now for the memory, we are going with 64GB of Corsair Vengeance DDR4 2400 memory, and 64GB is way too much memory, but we give zero fucks, okay? This is a $5,000 build, and excuse me for my language, but we really don't care. 64 gigs of memory is way too overkill. 64GB will be able to easily run most of your games. Like, no, 8 gigs is more than enough to run most games. I mean, even 16 gigs is a bit too much. But keep in mind, this is also a workstation build, so 64 gigs of RAM will come in handy if you are doing those kind of tasks. Now, for the storage, I've decided to go 3-way RAID 0 of the Samsung A50 EVO series 500GB solid state drives, and 3 of these in RAID 0 will just give you guys blazing fast SSD speeds. But keep in mind, if you do lose a drive or one of the drives fails, you will need a backup, so I have kept that in mind, and we're going to go with the 6TB Western Digital Green drive. So you could vary up the storage options. It's not really the most ideal one, but I think this is, like, you know, you can't go wrong with any of this. This is a $5,000 build, so you can pretty much put whatever you want in there. You can even have like 4 1TB SSDs, and there you go. So that's the storage options, definitely customizable, but yeah. Now for the video card or cards, the EVGA GeForce GTX 980 Ti 6GB superclocked ACX 2.0 in 3-way SLI. Yes, that's right, 3 980 Ti's, and you already know how good one 980 Ti is, how good it 3 980 Ti's. So I could have gone with 3 Titans or 2 Titans or whatever, but I think 980 Ti's are better price to performance, and they just overall, you know, would perform better than Titan X's. But usually if you are doing a workstation, a Titan X would be better. But 3 980 Ti's, I mean, you can definitely change that up, of course, but I mean, no one can argue with a guy that has 3-way 980 Ti's. You must have a baby dick to have 3 of those. So for the case, obviously easy choice here, Corsair 900D full tower case. This case is massive. We'll be able to fit everything in here, no problem whatsoever. Even have like plenty of room, and I cracked a high there, for water cooling loops. So yeah, case is lots of flexibility, and it's really big as well, so you won't go wrong there. Corsair makes great cases, and the 900D just looks absolutely majestic. And I use this case in my other builds, or other build, my $3,000 build as well. So yeah, great case, and I definitely would recommend it for this $5,000 build. Now for the power supply, the EVGA SuperNOVA 1300 watts, 80 plus gold certified. Now I have to admit, I did end up running out of money, so I had to, I guess, skimp a little on the power supply. I was going to go with the Corsair one, but EVGA makes great graphics cards, so I'm assuming they make great power supplies, as usually with power supplies, companies, they use the same, like, same manufacturer, but they just rebrand it. So EVGA, I'm pretty sure they make good power supplies. You can search up the PSU tier list and you can just make your decisions from there, but I'm pretty sure EVGA is up there, and this power supply should be all fine and dandy. But the total for this build is $5,002.36, an outrageous amount. That's US dollars, by the way, so if you're here in New Zealand, it's going to be around like $10,000 to build here, like from buying all the parts here. It's just outrageous. I don't really have any upgrades for you guys, as you know, there's really no point in doing any upgrades at this stage, because $5,000 and you already have 3 980 Ti's and you already have a 5930K. I mean, obviously you could step up to 3 Titans or a 5960X or whatever, but that's up to you if you are actually serious and you want to build this machine. I mean, I highly doubt that anyone will, but there you go. That's the $5,000 gaming PC slash workstation build, and that was absolutely fun to do, absolutely crazy. So yeah, I definitely enjoyed myself. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the video as well. If you did, please be sure to smack that like button for more gaming PC builds, and also subscribe for more content like this. We are 6 subscribers away from 100, so please help me get there by sharing this video or sharing my channel with family, friends, anybody who you think will enjoy gaming content or gaming PC content, stuff like that. It just really would help me out, and I would be very appreciative of it, because this milestone actually means a lot. Like, any milestone, would mean a lot to any YouTuber, and this is one of the first milestones that I will ever hit. So yeah, it's just, I'm preparing for it, I'm hyped, and hopefully we can get to 100 subscribers by the end of the holidays, which is in about a week. So I think we have plenty of time to be able to reach that, and I'm counting on you guys to be able to help me do that. So on the outro right here, you can click my logo to subscribe if you have not done so, and also obviously that bright red subscribe button is right there and ready to be clicked. I don't know why that sounded so like weird. It sounded almost sexual, but I'm just rambling on. There are 2 videos on the screen at the moment. One is my previous video, which is also another gaming PC oriented video, and I show you guys how to maintain your PC hardware wise. So if you already have a gaming PC and you're not sure on what to do, how to maintain it, definitely click on that video. It's a great watch. And also a mystery video, so I'm not really too sure on what I'm going to link there, but if you're unsure on what to watch, click on that and you can continue your YouTube journey from here. On the right hand side of the screen are my social media links. Click on one of those to follow. Oh, they're not clickable. I apologize, I have no way to make them clickable because YouTube does not allow me to make Twitter annotations and stuff like that. So you can easily search me up on Twitter or Facebook and follow or like me on there to keep up to date with me, any updates, what's going on in my life, and like maybe video updates, I guess. And yeah, it's a great way to ask me a question, anything you guys want to know. Also, leave a comment below if you want to ask me anything. Definitely will reply to every single comment that I come across. But that has been it for the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching it again. I definitely enjoyed myself. Everything that you will need to know about this build will be in the description below, along with a PC part picker link if you dearly need it. I don't know what I said there, but again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Peace out.